70% of workers do not trust what their leaders have to say. 70%. That's the environment we're operating in. So whether we're client-facing, whether it's something we're working on in terms of our culture, how do we partner, how do we work with our colleagues, how do we work across the enterprise, trust levels have never been lower, advisor. How do you become a trusted advisor? How do you build those trust-based relationships? What do you think defines a trusted advisor? If you've either heard the term before or if you've never heard it before, what do you think defines or expresses what's a trusted advisor all about? What are some keywords that come to mind when you think?
Integrity.
Integrity.
Transparency.
Okay. Transparency. Okay. Expertise. Great. How would you define a trusted advisor? What's their role?
Someone looking out for your best.
Someone looking out for your best interest. So they have, as you said before, they have your back. Here's the definition of, as we think about a trusted advisor, and again, I think this is as applicable internally as it is externally.
The key messages and key learning that I'll take away from today's speech was really a reminder that relationships are built on intimacy and trust. In professional services, it's all too easy to lead with credibility, which is what I've been doing for a very long time. But I think I imagine everyone has relationships which could do with some kind of improvement, could do with some kind of catalyst to make them go better. And I think intimacy and perhaps even self-orientation would be the things that I would take away and work on.
What I hope people take away from the presentation today is an understanding, a realization that we can impact and build trust-based relationships every single day. We have an opportunity to build trust into every single interaction. And when we do things like that, when we're willing to go first, when we're willing to give first, when we're willing to take a risk, the reward that we get afterwards is something you can't even put a number on. Like, you can't buy this stuff. If you're able to lower the stress levels in your interaction, if you're able to be more comfortable with the people that you're working in, if we feel that we can take a chance and not be thrown under the bus, that's incalculable. Those are the kinds of things that are going to allow us to achieve remarkable outcomes. Like I said towards the end of the presentation, alone we're not useful, we're junk, but when we work together, that's when we can achieve remarkable outcomes. And so that's my hope for everyone, is that if we reinvest back into trust-based relationships, there's really nothing that can stop us. But without trust, that's when the productivity falls, that's when it's me first, that's when I gotta look out for numero uno. But when trust is there, we're happier, we get more done, there's less stress, and at the end of the day, we're more satisfied. Why don't we want those things? Why aren't we working harder to bring trust into every single interaction, into every single relationship, internally or externally? So I think the opportunity is huge, and I hope people walk away with a sense of, there's a way I can do this, I understand how trust is built, I want to be worthy of being trusted, and I'm going to move in that direction.